is the PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Hedgehog TV. We now interrupt your regular scheduled programming for the following sports special. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues, Incorporated, for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of this show without the express written consent of the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues, Incorporated, is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to the PCSRA Paddock Pass Show. We're glad that you're here to start a new journey of the PCSRA as the chase for the 2021 championships begin. Welcome to the PCSRA Paddock Pass on the PCSRA Radio Network as we get ready to bring you all the racing for the 2021 season. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage all of you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, for the greatest show on earth from today's episode of the PCSRA Paddock Pass from Yukon, Oklahoma, here's the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voiles.
Who won the races this past weekend? Well, oh, shut up! Stupid phone. Who won the races this past weekend? Well, it was kind of overshadowed with what happened in Mugello on Saturday, as the motorsports community lost a true friend in the passing of Jason Duplantier. Hi. There we go. There we go. Who lost his life at the age of 19 years old in a motorcycle accident in Moto3 this past weekend. From all of us in the PCSRA, we send our condolences to his friends and family at this time. Please join me in a moment of silence to remember Jason Duplantier and remember his friends and family dealing this difficult loss. Thank you. Welcome to, we have finally reached the month of June edition of Triple P. I'm Dean DeVoyles. It's crazy to believe that after this month, we are halfway through the 2021 calendar. And it's going to be really exciting, really fun, really entertaining, really the whole category, if you ask me. And I cannot believe we are already in the month of June. Want to real quickly say happy birthday to Allie. Hopefully she has a good birthday today, and hopefully it will be exciting. The assembled expert panel are ready for another Sights and Analysis here in our PCSRA studios, including how amazing is it after what we saw in the Championship 4. Simple as that. We want to welcome to the program Nathan Orman, driver of the Mountain Dew Chevrolet for Nathan Orman Motorsports, and Zachary Taylor, driver of the M&M's Crispy Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. And the stupid speaker won't listen. Hi, two people in the chat. I think just before we came on the air, I noticed Nathan had like a crap load of Reese's stacked up high after his amazing trophy he won, which we'll get to that in our PCSRA update. So, all right. Now that we got the lads in here, let's. Normally, we would recap the entire thing, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. But because of the fact of what happened this weekend, we're only going to go over the results. I'm not even going to bother recapping the whole thing from start to finish because, well, you all know why. As you can tell from our awesome thumbnail so far. Hi, Great Lakes, and hi, Cody Smart. Oh, no. Cody. Taylor. Okay, Cody, says Taylor. He said Taylor is hopping off the roof of his house not clothed. That would. Third of all, you would have been in the hospital if you would have jumped off the roof, unless you have one of us to use like a pool or something to break you from your fall.
Yeah, second of all, I was right. Killed or something like that if I did that.
Or injured. And yes, hi, Great Lakes. Yeah, that's a clever way to do that there, Cody. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over the results for the deal. By the way, I forgot to tell Taylor and Orman this. If you did not see my little recap, that's okay. I'm assuming that's Taylor, the Rock and Roll 15.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not posting, as long as it's you and not like H-Roll, then that's fine. Anyway, if you, I forgot to tell the panelists, if you have not watched my little 11-minute deal of the IMSA podcast, you probably might want to watch it after the show, after this show is over. So, because I've already basically previewed Detroit and all that, which the panelists are looking forward to Detroit and all that, which that's next week, by the way. So, top 10 results. Back to the topic in hand. Elio Castroneves joined the 4-win club in the Indy 500. It sucks that I didn't get to watch the race, but somebody will post up on YouTube so I can watch it and see how it was. I heard it was a good race. Castroneves, a one-race deal, got the win. Alex Palous so close, but he'll have to settle for second. Simon Pagenaud third, Pato Award fourth, Ed Carpenter fifth, Santino Ferrucci sixth, which I'm glad he's okay after that little scare he had in one of the practice sessions. Sage Karam seventh, Reed SVK eighth, Juan Pablo Montoya ninth, and Tony Kanaan completes the top 10.
Yeah.
Let me go over to the truck results. Like I said, there's a reason why we're not recapping at Charlotte, as I finished it off. And that was also the last race of the Triple Truck Challenge. If my stupid phone wants to cooperate, thank you very much. Okay, now it started to cooperate, thank you very much. I'll get Xfinity and then I'll get Cup in a minute, so. Okay, for the results for the truck race. John Hunter Nemechek, who's using the dead Yankee strategy, wins again. Carson Hocevar second, Ben Rhodes third. We'll talk about Ben Rhodes in the entry list for the Cup Series. Stuart Friesen fourth, Todd Gilliland fifth, Chandler Smith sixth, Ty Majeski seventh, Derek Cross eighth, Austin Hill ninth, and Zane Smith completed the top 10. The top 10 results for the Xfinity Series.
The Xfinity Series.
Cody. Ty Gibbs, who's using the dead Yankee strategy, won again. Austin Chiswick second, Harrison Burton third, Brandon Brown fourth, Tyler Reddick fifth, which might help Tyler Reddick lock the 31 into the show for races that don't have breakfast and qualifying. Chase Briscoe sixth, Ty Dillon seventh, Brandon Jones eighth, Jeff Burton ninth, and Jeremy Clemens complete the top 10. Excuse me, I just woke up if you hear me yawning. So, sorry, that's my bad. Anyway, for the Cup race, Kyle Larson won the Coke 600, which got Hendrick their 269th win, which, by the way, they're now the all-time wins leader in the Cup Series, plus they're also 31 wins away from hitting the milestone 300, which I would like to see them hit 300 to please the Taylor. Kyle Larson won, Chase Elliott second, Kyle Busch third, William Byron fourth, Alex Bowman fifth, Austin Dillon sixth, Denny Hamlin seventh, Chris Buescher eighth, Tyler Reddick ninth, and Kevin Harvick complete the top 10. So, now, you notice on the agenda from last week, I had Winton on there. Because Winton was postponed and rescheduled, according to what sources told me, to July 31st through August, I want to say August the 1st or the 2nd. My picks I made for Cody's show got logged because I'm not even going to change them because I'm going to be too lazy enough to change them. I'm going to keep them the same. So, my awesome, huggable panelists, Nathan Orman and Zachary Taylor, what were your thoughts on the Indy Charlotte race weekend?
That's okay. Indy Charlotte weekend was awesome. It was greatly seen by, I believe the best race of the weekend had to be the Indy 500. No doubt.
Yeah, I heard the NASCAR officials went to go get donuts or something at the concession stand, which they allowed Johnny Sauter to RKO another truck. Basically, Cody Smart gave the NASCAR officials Miller Lite. Ah! Hey, I got a good comment. Hi, Cody. I think you guys tied in that regard. By the way, we want to welcome Cody Smart, driver of the Thriving Financial Ford Mustang for Smart Motorsports. Okay. What about you, Zachary Taylor? Cody, if you're wondering, we're giving our thoughts about the Charlotte Indy weekend. Okay, Taylor, your thoughts on the Charlotte Indy weekend?
Wow. Well, I will say, Indy 500 was actually pretty interesting. I mean, a lot of lead changes happened, and, the drivers were just absolutely getting at it pretty much from the green flag for the most part, so, the Indy 500, I would say, was pretty interesting. As far as the NASCAR races are concerned, we did see some good racing at Charlotte, and tell you what, Hendrick is just absolutely kicking butt this year for sure. No doubt, Hendrick Motorsports is back. definitely. And I think we kind of figured Hendrick Motorsports was back when they changed it last year, but they're most definitely back for sure.
Alright. And Cody?
Good question. So we had 4 races last weekend, right? You
Yes.
know, one at Indy, 3 at Charlotte. So I know we're not necessarily giving ratings for the weekend, so I may as well just say in general. Best race, not gonna lie, was the Indy 500. I'm pretty sure that's undisputed amongst you all anyway. Yeah,
Well, we knew the Indy 500 was going to be greatest, but Trucks and Xfinity was pretty good, but the Cup Series, I don't know what the officials were smoking on as far as the PGA 1 is concerned, but we knew it was going to be terrible.
Yeah, to be fair here, in terms of the racing, Trucks was pretty decent. I mean, they're better than they
Despite the
usually
controversy incident with NASCAR not throwing a damn yellow for a truck that was slow, in which Johnny Sauter pulled a Mamo Gidley from the Rolex 24 in 2014.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, we got a problem. Oh, no! Yeah, that part.
at that point, you should have sent Johnny Sauter to the holler after the race. I don't know what they were thinking, not sending him to the big blue truck. Besides that, the racing was actually pretty decent. I like how they raced there, which is why I kind of gave them the best NASCAR rating despite of that controversy, because it wasn't too horrifically boring, which is better than usual for a NASCAR race. So that's why I had to give that one.
Which reminds me, NASCAR just earned themselves a controversy point as a result. I will need to add that in a minute. But,
Okay then.
well, because they caused controversy, and you said the word controversy, so you helped NASCAR get on the board for a controversy point, Cody.
Okay then. Alright. Xfinity was kind of decent. I mean, Xfinity, it was full of, I'm going to say somewhat mediocre, because it was kind of decent, but not really. It was a little boring with the leaders, especially knowing that we have too many usual suspects, aka the C-word of the ARCA series. He loves to use a different strategy.
Okay. No, I thought he was using the dead Yankee strategy. That's what I thought he was using.
Oh, for the love of... Okay. No. For the baseball show. Oh, for the... No, they were using the pirate suck strategy. Alright. This is more for the PCSRA talk show, not the Triple P.
Hey, I don't mind what it looks like. At least this is funny and good commentary for everybody to watch, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I just put...
It was kind of decent. Might as well say it for Cup. Cup, I don't know what they were thinking. What were they thinking? Seriously, that's the song that I have to describe for this one, because that was terrible.
Kyle Larson's crew chief, I think it was Cliff Daniels, said that when Kyle was running the PJ1 stuff, it was actually hurting the tires more than gripping the racetrack, and that's a big concern if you ask me. If you're trying to get grip on there, but to be honest with you, it's like you're losing grip. It's not. I mean, PJ1's not helping the situation. It's actually making it worse.
Yeah, that is not good. So I have a bad feeling with what they're doing over there. With the aero package, I heard the aero package sucked. I heard that the racing package generally sucked at Charlotte. I don't know what they were thinking because I didn't watch any of the YouTube stars write about it, but I heard it was pretty terrible.
Eric Estep said that he gave the race a 55% because it was just an average race, if you ask me.
nice luck cluster. And I mean, I kind of got to talking about, because the Coca-Cola 600 was supposed to be one of the more exciting races, but they really went under the expectations for one of the crown jewel races. And that is pretty terrible enough to say that, because they're trying to apply it to the next-gen cars, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
Bringing that into regard, I'm going to say it was certainly a subpar race, thus making it 2 subpar cup races in a row, which I can't remember the last time that happened. Probably back in 2014 when Kevin Harvick tried to fix the overtime NASCAR had at the time.
Like Harvick trying to use the Denberg strategy.
Okay! Taylor is smacking David Gene Heller with a baseball bat.
I think we need to start calling this the PCSRA baseball paddock pass. Anyway, yeah, Indy 500, I have to agree with a lot of people here. Best race all weekend. Arguably the best one in a long while. I mean, when I discussed about rating it before we went on air the other day, I believe I gave the race a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I haven't given any race that rating in a while, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I gave a race that high of a rating was, I don't know if it was the, I can't remember it was the last time I gave it that high of a rating. That was probably Canadian Tire and Trucks in 2019, I don't know.
It's been a while since we knew that. Okay. So, I just posted something in the F1 chat, and you're going to be shocked to hear about this, which brings us to our top story news. McLaren Racing CEO Zak Brown will try and channel his inter Lando Norris Daniel Ricciardo when he heads to Zandvoort to compete in the GT4 European Series at Zandvoort on June 18th through the 20th. Big surprise there.
Yep.
And thank you to Father Ormy for posting this little news. The W Series that was supposed to start in France, and I got this from Ormy, what he just informed me. The round of France for the W Series was canceled. I believe it was due to the COVID-19 restrictions, and as a result, their next race in Austria became a double header.
Something. Yeah, it is COVID-19 restrictions, which means the traveling to and from France is not going to work. So that means the France race for TB2 and W Series canceled.
Mm-hmm. And that also explains why all of us got like more than what we originally were supposed to get for points, which is okay. I want your input on this right here. Chris Knight, and of course thank you to Fitzy. Rackley War, co-owned by Willie Allen Curson, announced today that the team has reached a mutual agreement with Timothy Peters to end their partnership effective today. Do you think that is a big regret on that team releasing Timothy Peters like that?
If you want to look at the stats, no, because he's been underperforming in that truck. So I think that's probably a move that he would not win because of his results.
Zachary Taylor?
Well, I was a little surprised, but I mean, I would have to agree with Ormy. I mean, he's been underperforming, so I am not really surprised that much that they cut him, just because of due to how that team's been performing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Cody brought up a good point in Great Lakes' server. His best finish is 16th, but He's only had top 15s, top 20s, and 2 DNFs. You know, confidence is there. You got to perform really well, and if you don't perform really well, then you're going to get cut, if you ask me.
Yeah, so here's his stats. This season in a 25 truck. No wins, no top 5, no top 10s, no top 15s, 20 top 20s. So, no, 2 top 20s. I mean, 8 below the top 20 and 2 DNFs.
Yeah.
That's what you say, a terrible season.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What's you guys' opinion about Josh Berry being in the 31 for the Mid-Ohio car, which, by the way, the car is locked in the show because Josh Berry is a winner this season. Thoughts on that?
That is interesting because he has shown us he has good results in driving the 31 car. Hopefully he does him well.
Yep. Want to say congratulations to Justin Allgaier and his wife Ashley. They welcome little baby girl Willow Lee Allgaier into the world. The greatest thing was it happened not on the race weekend where Justin Allgaier needed a driver to be on standby for Baby Watch, since it happened on the week of Baby Watch. So we're very happy for the both of them and their oldest daughter. Let me look here. Their oldest daughter is now a big sister. Will be a big sister to Willow. So that's pretty good. Spencer Davis is going to be back racing at Texas Motor Speedway. Spencer Davis did not take part in the truck race due to a family emergency. So, which explains why he was not on the entry list. Or actually, he was on the entry list, but he withdrew. So, yeah. Thanks to Kyle Larson, I got 2 predictions correct, if you know what I mean. And they were, Kyle Larson will get at least 2 wins this season, and Hendrick Motorsports will get at least 5 wins this season, which they exceeded my expectations. There you go. So right now, lately, I've gotten 3 predictions correctly. Funny thing is, 3 predictions, and they were some of them Hendrick Motorsports drivers.
And I got predictions right that Cody Smart would rage this NASCAR season.
To be fair, Taylor, many people would rage in the NASCAR season.
They'll rage on and off every week. It's not like they're going to be excited every week.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Taylor, I mean, that isn't much of a prediction as much as an expectation.
You know what I just now realized something, Cody.
Yes.
For your show, and I just did a look. We have 2 ARCA races going on this weekend. For your show. Okay, we have the main ARCA series with the Xfinity series, and we have the ARCA West series who's with the Cup series. Oh, this is going to be fun for predictions on Cody's show.
Yeah, I would say so. Nice start. I said not accepted.
Wait. Taylor. You know the best part of all of this is? I got it on the stream.
He did not get me to roast myself because I said not accepted in the middle of that. So nice try.
I'm back, by the way. I'm having peanut jelly and no, I'm not sharing. Not close accepted. Yes, I got one.
Okay, now that is on the stream.
Okay,
there we go. Not the Triple P. Triple P coming up.
God, Tree says Great Lakes. I love you, Great Lakes. Okay. Let me get back to my agenda. By the way, I just got done with the agenda, fully clothed, not with Fairy Tale Lives, before we came on the air. Let's get to the injury report. I don't think Betty Johnson did race the last two races after that scary wreck she had in Atlanta, and she said she's a little sore, but it's going to be day to day for her. I don't know what she tweaked in that accident in Atlanta, but I'm glad she was all right, and that's really a big relief for all of us. So, but the good news is for Betty Johnson is that since we don't have any more races for PCSRA until the BHRA season, she has got enough time to heal and recover. So, just a little soreness in her left knee, but she should be fine for the season. So, that is the Mercy Orthopedics injury report. Slow down by an authorized a broken bone or a sports injury. Count on Mercy to help restore your orthopedic life. Call Mercy Orthopedics today. Mercy is a proud sponsor of Triple P. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the greatest day of all. If I need to get... No, I want June 1st, you derping phone. Okay, you want a derp phone? Because I'm going to smack you. Search. Thank you. I was trying to get to June 1st for today's This Day in History, but the phone wants to be a derping lizard. Okay.
I got an idea. Taylor was sugar if he was president. Now his ratings are very low. No,
Alright, so here is today's This Day in History. On this day in 1917, the Boston Braves first baseman Hank Grote is the first active MLB player to enlist for serving in World War I, only player to fight in both World War I and World War II. On this day in 1918, the Chicago White Sox losing 5-4 against the New York Yankees, loaded the bases ninth with no outs. Trick Granati lines to Frank Baker, who turns a rare game-winning triple play. That's interesting. On this day in 1923, the New York Giants routed the Philadelphia Phillies 22-5 at the Baker Bowl. First time in the 20th century an MLB team has scored in every inning. On this day in 1930, in the French Championship for men's tennis, which is the French Open, which, by the way, is coming up shortly, Andre Croquet, the Frenchman, beat American Bill Tilden to win his third of four French titles, 3-6, 8-6, 6-3, 6-1. On this day in 1937, the Chicago White Sox pitcher Bill Dietrich no-hits the St. Louis Browns 8-0. Of course, it used to be the Browns before they became the Cardinals. On this day in 1939, the first night MLB game takes place at Philadelphia Shrine Park. Phillies lose 5-2 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Looking here. On this day in 1958, I don't think anybody remembers this. What was then the Riverside International Raceway in Southern California opens with 3 500-mile races in one weekend. Eddie Gray wins the Crown America 500 for NASCAR's Grand National Cars. I didn't know about that till now.
Me either.
On this day in 1968, Gus Gusines aboard stage door Johnny wins the 100th Belmont. Yeah,
Stakes.
Yep, the Belmont Stakes. I believe it's coming up this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Belmont Stakes. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is this weekend. Wow. On this day in 1979, for the Capitol Center in NBA Finals in Landover, Maryland, Seattle Supersonics beat the Washington Bullets 97-93 for a 4-1 series victory. Seattle's first major pro championship win. Let's see here. Nice motivational belch. On this day in 1986, for the PGA Championship Women's Golf at Jack Nicklaus's Golf Club. Pat Bradley birdies final hole to win by 1 stroke ahead of runner-up Patty Sheehan. So there you go. On this day in 1987, Cleveland Indians pitcher Phil Necro beat Detroit Tigers 9-6 for his 314th MLB victory, combined with the most wins by brothers in baseball history with his brother Joe. On this day in 1992 at Chicago Stadium in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Chicago Blackhawks 6-5 for a 3-1 series win, second consecutive title for the Penguins. On this day in 1994, Indiana guard Reggie Miller drills an NBA playoff record 5 3-pointers in the fourth quarter of the Pacers' 93-86 victory over the host New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals of Game 5. On this day in 1995, and Sean, I don't know if he remembers this or not, the Texas Rangers pitcher Kenny Rogers' scoreless inning streak ended at 39 in a 6-3 win over the Minnesota Twins.
Wow.
Yeah. Who remembers this? And I know Taylor was rooting for the New York Mets in this. On this day in 2012, Johan Santana throws the first no-hitter in the New York Mets' 50-year MLB history when they beat the St. Louis Cardinals 8-0.
Okay. To be fair, I really wasn't a baseball fan then, to be fair, for the record.
And that, my friends, is this day in history. Join us next week to find out what kind of weirdness we will have for this day in history. And I got a ping. Oh. Okay. Thank you for the ping. I will look at it later.
When we find out how Orby races when he gets pinged in this Leave that in his practice, please don't ping me.
Yeah. Our PCSRA Reese's Update is presented by Thrivent Financial, proud sponsor of Cody Smart and the number 95 in the Reese's Pro Series. Time to talk about the Bojangles 600 that we had with our awesome panel, Nathan Norman, Zachary Taylor, and Cody Smart. Race was really good, had only 3 cautions. Cody Smart got dumped by Lisa Gonzalez, which he got turned into the turn 3 wall. How on planets he did not collect anybody else, I'll never know. And then the big wreck, contact between, I think it was Diego Marquez, I can't think of who I said was the other one from yesterday's broadcast. Kevin Joseph, thank you. Caused a big wreck, and at least half the field was involved. And coming back to the caution, Courtney Lynn, I think her car got tight, accidentally took her team owner Nathan Orman into the wall, which Courtney Lynn later apologized to Orman, said she screwed up. Yeah, Courtney said she screwed up, and you know, she felt disappointed after the on what this okay. Yeah, Courtney said she felt really she was kind of heartbroken she lost the championship, especially losing it to Nathan Orman, who went on to win his first championship and made a little history for himself. The first ever autistic champion in this series history. That's a first. Nathan Orman joins his awesome amigo Jake Hayes as the only rookie drivers to win the championship in the series history, because we had never had a rookie champion in the PCSRA, because previously we had, if you exclude the first ever season, which all of them were rookies, if you exclude the first ever season, we had never had a rookie champion. Now we've had 2 consecutive seasons with rookie champions. And while Nathan Orman was celebrating Victory Lane, the positive thing for Courtney Lynn, she did take Rookie of the Year by 4 points. So, there you go. And Marco Diaz got his first career win in the Reese's Pro Series, which is very nice. In one of the division races, Ildo Sofica won. Got another win for Ildo Sofico, which she ended up getting 3. And Valentina Fernandez making her Reese's Pro Series debut, who already announced she's going to run for the championship in all 3 series because of the fact of the rookie status. Got her first career win in her debut in the Reese's Pro. Who had that on their bingo card list? So, she is going to drive for Hendrick Motorsports next season, so that's good. Which, by the way, Hendrick Motorsports will be a affiliation to Nathan Orman Motorsports, so. So, Ormy, what's your thoughts about, the championship? I know you said it didn't matter who won the championship, and I know you were going to be happy with either you or one of your drivers and all that.
Yeah, I said before that it didn't even matter if any one of us win the championship, but man, I cannot believe I won a championship. That is a huge...
Oh, may I remind you, you were the number 1 seed coming into the playoffs, and you won as the number 1 seed. Yeah. May I remind you?
Actually, I was the number 2 seed because...
Oh, I'm sorry, number 2 seed.
Yeah, because number 1 seed was actually Brenda Eveling.
Wasn't it, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was Brenda Eveling because
yeah.
Me and Brenda both got 6 wins.
Yeah. And technically I wanted to do this to Brenda Eveling, but I'm not going to because, well, that would be stupid of me, so.
That would be
yeah.
Of you do that.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not even going to do it, so. Okay. What's your, your input on, I probably want you guys' input on this. Courtney said she is happy for Nathan Orman, but at the same time, she felt really bad. She let, her amazing mom down. She felt like she let herself down. But, to be fair, she really had a good season. I mean, let's all agree she had a good season. So.
Yeah, she had a good season. I feel really bad for her, losing the championship, but she did a good job this season, so I'll give her that.
She was also up on the stage holding the, she was right next to Nathan Orman. She got to hold up the Rookie of the Year title, so at least it made it somewhat better. Brenda said, it was not the way she wanted to end it. What was a very good season, but she said they were wanting to build on this season and help out on winning the 500. Same with Alexandria.
Yeah.
So I can't say I blame those 3. They deserved. Well, any of those could have deserved a championship. I mean, like I said, we were guaranteed a first-time champion regardless what happens, so, yeah. Cody Smart happy with Annie Winters finishing in 5th in the Drivers' Championship, so at least that's a positive for Smart Motorsports.
Cody is good for it.
How was that excessive celebration when we were waiting on a possible penalty after Rockingham? Anyway.
There was no penalties after Rockingham, by the way.
Yeah.
The only penalty worthy that happened after Rockingham was Annie Thomas running not clothed because she lost again.
Taylor can be checked Annie Thomas for excessive raging. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, for Reese's Pro, knowing how she did in the regular season, we kind of expected her to fall out after the second round of the playoffs, but ever since seeing that she ended up in the last seed and seeing what happened in the Buffalo Wild Wings series and the Coca-Cola Truck series, we felt like, wow, maybe we'll have a last place finish again and she's in the Final Four, possibly win the championship.
Yeah. And of course, had Annie Winters had a good run, would have eliminated one of Orman's drivers, she would have probably won the championship. But she could probably redeem herself next season. I mean, surprising things have happened.
Yep. Yeah, good thing Sean Hart wasn't there at Rockingham. Otherwise, he would have told her that she blew it at Rockingham. But besides that, I mean, we have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's that. Buffalo Wild Wings series was a major shocker to us that Alley somehow made the Final Four and not Dylan Cunningham. Even though Dylan Cunningham and Amanda Scoutmaster, those are two very shocking eliminatees in the round of 8. And then, of course, in the Coca-Cola Truck Series, we too won a championship with Brian Gomez, which for him, he became the first ever driver to win multiple championships in different leagues.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back in 2017 or 2018, he won the AutoZone Amateur Series Championship. Now goes on to win the Coca-Cola Truck Series Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe he'll be a Buffalo Wild Wings Series champion before we know it.
Before you know it, he'll be already in the Reese's Pro Series, if you ask me. So.
Yeah, I mean, he did amazing.
I mean, nothing to take away from this. I mean, think about the drivers that are going to be up in the Reese's Pro Series, which I need to actually get the.
Yeah.
I need to.
Nearly all of the playoff drivers,
with the exception of Brendan Rodgers, and I want to say. Who is the other driver? We were talking about this in the VC yesterday, and if I had to take a wager guess, I would.
Here's what happened. So, out of the 12 drivers that did.
Yeah, you said all of the playoff drivers, with the exception of Brendan Rodgers, because Brendan Rodgers had a ride. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, Larry Hagan and Brendan Rodgers were the only two exceptions, because Hagan, I think, was going to get replaced, and Brendan already had a ride in Reese's, so.
Yeah, I mean, the point declaration was a bit confusing on Brendan Rodgers there when we started the season. Now, yeah, because before we had any confirmation on who was going to transfer on over, Sierra Harris was coming up with a ride. Dylan Cunningham already had a ride. And I believe somebody else, but I'm going to need to read this. The people...
Lauren Chamberlain just already... Yeah, Lauren Chamberlain just recently announced she's going to drive for Chip Ganassi Racing in the Reese's Pro Series to be a teammate with Josephine Bouvier. Hey, there's a female duo we haven't had in quite some time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, and she's wanted 5 transfers. Well, it should have been 5, but we don't have managed to 6. We'll explain that in just a second.
Yeah.
The people who transferred to the Pro Series who did not have plans, I'll say that right now, they did not have plans to go over to the Series. Well, guess what? They got their ticket to the Pro Series.
Yep.
They were champion Rebecca Hawkins, Wayne Lopez, Allison Ray.
Hi, Sean.
What we just mentioned, and Amanda Scoutmaster and Lacey Washington. Here's why they're 6 and not 5. When we took a look at the final standings after the final race of the season, we came to realize that both Amanda Scoutmaster and Lacey Washington were tied in points. Tied for P number 7. Which, when we took a look at the rules for what happens when there's a tie for the last spot, both people in the tie get a charter to the Reese's Pro. So with that being said, both Amanda Scoutmaster and Lacey Washington didn't have to settle on some random tiebreaker, so they both would get a charter to the Reese's Pro.
Yeah, definitely, if you ask me. Oh, one of my roommates is home. That's Brian, who's home.
Yeah, because I did not know where Paul Minnick was going to go in Reese's Pro, but to be fair, there's so many rides left open. And last I heard, ever since then, Minnick was offered to 2 different cars so far in his free agency. Even though he's pretty inactive as a user around here, I haven't heard from him lately, but what will be very likely is that he will be a field filler or one of those cars and will run the Reese's Pro points.
Which one are we talking about, Paul Minnick, or?
Yeah, Paul Minnick. Because he was he probably would have been the third exception out of the playoff drivers going to pro.
Mm-hmm. But if we don't hear anything, it would go actually to. Well, let me look here at the points. Well, let's see. But because Maddie's already gotten a ride, and you already said, and we already knew Larry Hagan was going to get replaced, and Brendan already had a ride, so.
Yeah, because Maddie Crutcher already got a ride. Hagan, for now, I mean, it's pretty awkward with Larry Hagan right now. It's pretty awkward because it's like, yeah, she's getting replaced, but at the same time, it's like a retire/ban. It's a whole mess of things that Patrick Watson had to take care of ever since the incident, I believe, in March. And then Brendan Rodgers already has a ride in the Pro Series, but will declare points for Reese's Pro next season. The next driver, the one who finished the highest out of all the non-playoff drivers to begin with, was Jerry Harvick. The next one after that, I believe, was Kelsey Hobbs.
Yeah, I think Jerry would be a rookie, because I did look at his stats. He only made one start in 2015, so he would still be eligible for Rookie of the Year. And I did get some confirmation from Jerry, which he sent me a little note before we came on the air. He is going to accept the invite up to the Reese's Pro, same with Kelsey Hobbs. So that's pretty big, knowing that those two are now going to be a rookie contenders. But they will probably stay in their rides respectively for Buffalo Wild Wings to, well, gain some experience.
Yeah, which means they're going to declare for points in Pro, or they're going to declare points in Buffalo Wild Wings. I feel like that's a to be determined.
Yeah.
Since neither of them made the playoffs, and it would probably be a good idea to possibly declare points for the Buffalo Wild Wings series, but at the same time, they can go for Reese's Pro Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and that would also be a ticket to the rookie race for them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that would help them out a good time.
But still, they would still get the experience, because they get if they want to run both points, I mean, that's up to them, because, hello, they're under the rookie orientation, so it's like, it's not like it's going to affect them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wouldn't affect them that much, but at the same time, it's a little confusing seeing a veteran be like, hey, I'm going to run for points in Pro at the same time. Like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
Be a little bit tricky. Who knows?
Yep. Speaking of Pro, Caitlin Roy is going to be running a part-time schedule in the Reese's Pro Series while running a full-time schedule for the Buffalo Wild Wings, which Caitlin Roy is going to run for points in the Buffalo Wild Wings series for next season for when it's under the BHRA, which I'll need to actually get a new logo at some point. Caitlin Roy's going to run some races in hopes she can finish in the top 5 in the point standings to go for Rookie of the Year next season. So there you go. All right.
But I mean, I think for the Buffalo Wild Wings series lineup, I think they're pretty good at the moment. But if you're looking for transfers, those that I think might open your eyes here. Andrew Miller did not get one of the spots to transfer to Buffalo Wild Wings series, but he finished 8th in the points. Jake Putnam finished 9th. I know Noah already has a ride to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know how many rides are open for Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'll need to double check. Plus, I'm already starting to fill all but at least, I want to say 2 or 3 drivers who are not going to be going up to Truck Series because, well, you know who I'm referring to, and I'm not going to say his name out loud. So,
Yeah.
which would be better if I don't say it, otherwise I'm going to get yelled at. Brianna Knight is also going to be filling in the 77 for Trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings series. until Megan turns 18, which will be in April, and there's Great Lakes.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. Yes. Hello. All right. So that's where we're at in the PCSRA report. So now let's look ahead to this weekend's races, which, okay, I find it funny that the 3 races we're about to preview all did not happen last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Azerbaijan, Mid-Ohio, and Sonoma. Go figure. This is their first races back since 2019. Go figure. So, what do you guys think we'll see at both Mid-Ohio, and also Sonoma?
Well, this weekend's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great weekend and hopefully some great action.
Alright, Taylor?
Well, it's gonna be great to go back to those tracks. Since we unfortunately didn't get to race there last year. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, fuel mileage most definitely will probably come into play, depending on how the cautions fall and everything. But Sonoma and Mid-Ohio is going to be good.
And I also noticed Formula 2 is going to hit a milestone. This will be, I want to say, their 100th race this weekend for Formula 2, which is a big deal. I know, right? Alright, let's get into our predictions for this. You all know the drill. Driver to win, driver stay away from dark horse. We are back to the original 1 point per piece in those points, as far as that's concerned. Alright, now, the global standings took a big shakeup because of the fact of because of Indy 500 being 11 points apiece, and, like, one race deal was, like, 1 point apiece, and with the, I'm looking at the wrong one, with the, cancellation of, with the W Series race at, France being canceled due to the COVID-19 deal. These are the points going into, France, of course, like I said, coming out of the Indy 500 and the cancellation of France for the W Series. Yours truly took the points lead away from Cody Smart, but it is still very close. I have 122 points to Cody Smart's 113. Zachary Taylor is third at 97. Nathan Norman has 95. I find it funny Nathan Norman just hit Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. Okay, funny thing was, I just got done recording episode 95 of my NBA 2K21 career mode, which, by the way, Ormy still got some time up on the most recent video I just uploaded. So, Brendan Rogers 47 and Cody Goforth 41. For the NASCAR standings, Cody Smart has 66 points. He has a nice little cushion over Zachary Taylor, who has 48. Nathan Norman has 46. I have 43. Great Lakes, Cody Goforth have 18. Kyle England, Brendan Rogers 17. Q-Man has 11. So, that's a good thing. So, alright, you have the extinction of going first. Let's do it in ABC order because we have Azerbaijan first, and then Mid-Ohio, and then Sonoma. That's simple as that. Alright, Zachary Taylor, who is your driver to stay away from in Formula 2?
I'm gonna do this. Alright, I'm gonna write down Taylor's picks in the order he usually does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away from first, dark horse second, and then the winner.
Yeah. Can you believe this is an ABC order?
F1 first.
Yeah, F2, F1, and then Xfinity and Cup. That's the order.
F2, then it's F1.
And then we'll get to Xfinity and Cup in a minute. Ah, you son of a bakery donut. No. Xfinity's at Mid-Ohio.
Oh, it's in the same weekend as Cup at Sonoma.
Oh,
Okay.
this will be the first time Fox is going to cover Mid-Ohio, because previously it was covered by NBC. So.
So do we, hey, for NASCAR, I'm going to do
Xfinity and Cup. So, Taylor, who's the driver to stay away from?
correct. So, man, I'm going to do Tyler to get to Mid-Ohio and Sonoma.
All right.
NASCAR.
All right, who's your driver to stay away from, Taylor?
Let's get down to business. Drivers, stay away from.
But it's not this Sonoma too, by the way.
I know. Yeah, we know.
Okay. Driver to stay away from. Hopefully I pronounced it.
Before, I sorry to interrupt, but we got some breaking news according to in Formula 2. Gianluca Paddock, he has no more funds to compete in Formula 2.
Alright.
Could you post the link?
So, okay, let me see. I'm gonna get finally Gianluca Paddock, no more funds.
Oh, that just sucks. That's why I can't get funding.
All right, go ahead, Taylor.
It's on. Okay, here we go. Found it on a Reddit website. I'm gonna put
Yeah, I got you 12 donuts in your briefcase, Sean.
No, Cody, no. Stop, Taylor. I didn't get shut out last week, so whatever until he gets sponsored by Taylor and D. Bell's Isle. NDT Energy Race. However, I can't say this for my show. No, Taylor, no. It's Cody. Cody gets a top 10 never wrote. And he's off. I have an idea because that's happened in the Xfinity race in his show. No, Diddy, no.
Okay, Cody is smacking Josie.
Okay, so here's the link I sent in
All right.
F2 chat pieces. So.
Go ahead, Taylor. Back to the picks. I put it in your. I think I put it in your room somewhere. Anyway, go ahead, Taylor.
Alright, hopefully I pronounced his name correctly, but the driver I'm going to say to stay away from is gonna be Yuri Phipps, I think is how you pronounce his name.
Yuri Phipps.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him as a driver to stay away from.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. I will say Dan Hinton will be my dark horse.
Dan Chickum.
And your driver to win.
And my driver to win, you should have picked him.
Even though none of us have made predictions yet, Taylor.
Yeah, I know, I just had to do that to be goofy. Okay.
You did that to be goofy just to make sure my roommate CJ brings home a not clothed girl in his house. You've already been caught by Sean because he's in the chat, FYI.
Oh, God.
Okay, so driver to win.
My winner? I'm taking Liam Lawson as my driver to win.
Okay.
If he doesn't get disqualified, that's the thing.
I get Lawson gets disqualified.
Yeah. Taylor said he had no comment. That's what he just said, Sean.
Yeah, I remember that. He got disqualified and Warwick got shut out in F2. That was hilarious.
Driver to stay away from
F1, stay away from Taylor.
Okay, you stupid thing.
Okay, you stupid thing is driver to stay away from. Okay, just kidding. My real driver to stay away from is who?
No, my phone decided to be a dark hippopotamus and upload like a bullet now.
Barnes didn't know if I got caught by Sean. Dagnabbit. Sean said that's a comment Taylor and Boyles. That's what he just said in the chat.
Okay. Okay, driver to stay away from for F1. I'm gonna say Antonio Giovinazzi will be my driver to stay away from.
Antonio Giovinazzi.
Alright. Your dark horse?
Antonio?
Yep. Giovinazzi.
My dark horse?
Dark horse for Taylor.
I'm gonna say Carlos Sainz will be my dark horse.
Carlos Sainz. A.K.A. the winner.
And your driver to win.
Alright, driver to win. I'm gonna take Max Verstappen to go back to back.
Oh, yeah, the championship points leader.
First time that's not named Lewis Hamilton since 2018, believe it or not. Next up for Global, Nathan Orman.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. F2. Driving to win.
I can think about who I'm gonna pick for NASCAR.
I'm still debating on NASCAR too, mate.
I'm gonna pick,
I think I know who I'm picking for Dark Horse.
South.
Who?
Guan Yu South. Guan Yu South. Looks like I'm ripping up somebody's pick later.
I'm just gonna put Zhao because I can't even spell the damn last name, or first name, I'm sorry.
First name is,
I just put Zhao. I just put Zhao because I don't want to screw with it. Stay away from.
Stay away from. Jihan Darufella.
That's the Indian driver, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, I'm gonna say Oscar Piastri. Yes.
There we go. No, I wanted Oscar, not Posker, you stupid keyboard.
Nice job, keyboard.
Nice job, keyboard, on my phone, you derping lizard. I will smack you with Cody's baseball bat. Not except if you try anything.
Driver to win in F1. Valtteri Bottas.
I knew that was coming. Watch Cody Smart pick Lewis Hamilton.
Driver stay away from.
I knew that was going to happen.
Okay, we need to stop making that too easy.
No.
Dark horse, I'm gonna pick Kimi Räikkönen.
Okay. Alright, Cody Smart is ready for...
Cody Smart, sir. Well, there's a reason why I said I am gonna end up ripping up somebody's pick for driver to win just this minute ago. Because I just got my driver to win! Well, I'm gonna get you back for that, because there's our driver to win there.
Wait, who?
Guan Yu South.
And Cody's on the board for ripping off Triple P points, not except if you try anything.
To be fair, Deanie, I was gonna pick it as my driver to win before, or me even considered it.
Oh, guess what? I'm not doing that because I already know who I'm picking for driver to win. Anyway, driver stay away from.
Oh, boy, okay.
Driver win so that you will not get on the board for ripping up my pick. I'll give you that. Thanks for the offer on me, but let's be fair. If Danny would have penalized Taylor for sweeping someone picks for a couple plays at Dover, then I would have considered.
But I probably...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. You see, they do it for points, even though it says it's really added in the rule book. I really thought Taylor was going to get penalized.
You know what's really interesting, guys?
That week. Mm-hmm.
Ormy and Cody's driver to win is actually the points leader coming into this race.
Yeah, I mean, I almost thought about picking Oscar PSG's driver to win when I saw his stats. Like, he never raced at back two. That's kind of risky.
You know what, Cody? I will give you one yourself as the driver when I'm gonna team tonight, just to be nice. I will take it to Robert Schwarzman.
Okay, you know what Army that is.
Good thing I didn't. Good thing that was not who I was going to pick.
Yeah, okay, stay away from... Okay, here's the thing. I was gonna pick Peter Tuff or whatever until Ormy said he's out of a ride. I don't know who exactly is going to be in that car.
I don't know.
If I had to pick a solid, I guess maybe Matteo Nene possibly would get a ride back. Twice, yeah. But I'm not gonna take any risks on this one. Even though this driver did screw over Ormy at Monaco, to be fair, Liam Lawson DQ'd. Otherwise, he would have finished as a driver to stay away from in race 2. I'm going to take a risk here, because even though it says he finished dark horse once in the season, can we flash back to Formula E, please?
No, that's back. Here we go.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Italian driver of Alicio, the Lydia's driver to stay away from. I know I said his name wrong.
It's fine. Oh, your mother.
Deletta.
Yeah, Deletta. Okay, I was close. Alright, so at least I got that.
Thank God I'm not picking that driver.
Yeah. Of course.
Dark horse. This one can be a bit of a risk, give or take.
Bless you.
F3 did not race at back here last season, but take a look at the track record for some of the top ones in points. They only finished as driver to stay away from once, both Oscar Piastri and Theo Farshar. But I'm going to take a look at who might have a pretty good track record going into back two. And looking at the standings here, it looks like... I don't know, I have a bad feeling they're going to end up being stay away from at least once, because, let's face it, if they don't have experience on the track, you're probably going to suck. Not gonna lie. So, retired just once. Oscar Piastri yet to retire, but he did finish pretty bad. So, between those two... I'm going to take the person who has already DNF, because let's be fair here, folks. If you're picking somebody as a dark horse who has a DNF at 6 races, you're asking for it. So I'm going to pick Theo Pasha as a dark horse and remain safe.
Who?
Theo Pasha.
Yeah. Theo, the Frenchman.
Be nice if we had another... Be nice if we had another French driver in the F1 if he ends up winning the title. Now F1.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, driver to win. I don't know how Danny calls these things. Is he... Okay, I'm not going to say it because I don't know if it counts as offensive or not anymore. The freaking society, I tell you. Lewis Hamilton's driver to win.
Called it. Called it. I told you, watch Cody pick Lewis Hamilton. I called it. No, I'm being honest, because I know since you picked Valtteri Bottas, I'm thinking to my head, watch Cody pick Lewis Hamilton. Lo and behold, I was right. Wait till you see my F1 pick, who I'm taking.
Oh God, he's probably taking Charles Leclerc, if anybody.
Oh, I'm not picking Leclerc, because I know Ferrari will suck it. Baku. So, anyway, driver, stay away from.
Well, one thinks like the other. It happens again, except this time taking his teammate got warming packs. Mick Schumacher is driver to stay away from.
Oh, no.
But watch if Mick Schumacher somehow gets points.
If he's going to get points.
Last time.
Did he finish in the top 10? That's ridiculous.
Because people had shitty...
I still cannot believe that Gio Benazzi got...
Yeah, watch Mick Schumacher score points and then he's like, ah! Yikes.
Somehow gets this in the top 10.
Probably in the first cycle, people run out of being on it, and no way he gets there. Dark horse, let's see. You know, I feel bad for the guy. But let's face it. Usually when somebody DNFs, they usually do good in the next event.
I love to see people rage. Same with me.
I mean, like, after Fernando Alonso DNF'd, he finished as the dark horse at the next race. Guess who did that at least once already? The person that I'm going to pick. Valtteri Bottas as the dark horse.
Valtteri Bottas.
Okay, for me.
Next up, Daniel Foyles.
Before I make predictions, I just want to say CJ is out trying to date Baku women is what he's trying to do. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you guys are going to like me on this, but I'm going to be crazy enough to say that I'm taking a really interesting pick for driver to win. And I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like it's about time he's going to start,
Winning.
yeah, it's about time he's going to start winning. So I'm going to say David Beckham, driver to win.
David Beckman.
Because to be fair, he needs a win just to get some confidence going, if you ask me.
Yeah, as of right now.
Ah, your mother.
513 and point.
Drivers stay away from. Yes, I did see what you posted, Sean. Drivers stay away from. I don't know about you all, but I feel like there's another driver who I think has been really underwhelming. I'm going to take Marcus Armstrong as driver to stay away from.
Marcus Armstrong.
I mean, he's had pretty... I'm looking at his stats here. He's DNF'd 3 of the 6 races that F2 has done. And he's only had like one. He only has
points. 3 points finishes.
His best finish is 5th, and he's had 2 10th place finishes prior to that. Before his 2 DNFs at Monaco, and yeah. Dark horse. Give me Roy Nissany.
Roy Nissany.
And nobody picked Roy Nissany, so there you go. F1, driver to win. You know how Zachary Taylor picked Max Verstappen? I'm taking his teammate Sergio Perez as driver to win.
Oh,
yes. Drivers stay away from. Oh boy. To be fair, I don't really know about you guys, but when you talk about Baku, the greatest track in the world, I've noticed he's really been kind of an underwhelming, but to me, if I look at the results from Baku, he has not been really good so far. I'm sorry to say this, Ferrari fans, I'm taking Charles Leclerc as driver to stay away from.
Oh, Charles Leclerc.
Dark horse, in my opinion, one of the things I would like to see is another British driver winning a podium. I'm taking Lando Norris as dark horse.
Lando Norris, he has been amazing.
He's really, I think, trying to make sure McLaren gets second or third in the standings for constructors. All right, to NASCAR. Yeah, he's third in the Drivers' Championship. That's pretty big. All right, Zachary Taylor, back to you. Now remember, you cannot pick the 13 or the 77 for Xfinity because of the fact those two are the D&Qs, according to Bob Pockris. Because the 31 is locked in because Josh Berry already has a win from this season, so gonna point that out.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's get back to this. Brian, stay away from Mid Ohio. Driver to stay away from.
Hi, Brian.
I'm gonna take Noah Gregson as my driver to stay away from.
Ooh, Junior Motorsports. Zachary Taylor's making milkshakes for Maddie in Brooklyn. Not except if you try anything. And Taylor's going to eat Skittles with his drivers. Taylor didn't hear what I just said. I said Taylor's going to eat Skittles with his drivers fully clothed, is what I said.
Okay, except to do what Danny said.
Okay, go ahead.
Driver to win. I'm taking that number 22 of Austin Cindric as my driver.
Oh, saw that one coming.
Cody's happy. That'll make Cody happy.
All right, what about the driver to stay away from for the Cup Series? Okay. One question someone just asked me before my roommates came home. I wonder if Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer, and some of the other rookies that are in the Cup Series right now, I wonder if they're going to get rookie stripes for this weekend only, since they've never raced at Sonoma before. I think they might need to give Christopher Bell, like, you know how rookie stripes saying that you've never raced on the track before? I wonder if they might need to give that to Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer, etc., because they've never raced at Sonoma before.
Okay, do I stay away from
Go ahead, Taylor.
Sonoma, aka the first Cup Series race in California
Since 2019. Yes.
Driver to stay away from. I gotta say, Kurt Lewis is my driver to stay away from.
This angers the Elijah. Yeah, Elijah's raging right now. I can tell. Even though he already has me blocked from commenting on his channel, he's probably raging right about now. I can see the rage coming from right here to Denton, Michigan.
And I expect Elijah to say a lot of F-bombs.
Good job, Ormy. Nope, you're up. Now you're on the board. Okay, and you know the best part of, and you know the best part about Nathan Norman being on the board? I also got that on the stream too. Dark Horse, back to the business.
Alrighty, I gotta take one of my boys as a Dark Horse. I gotta take my boy in that bad pro shops car. I gotta take.
You're waiting in the VC right now. We'll join you after we're done with the show, Sean.
Okay.
Driver to win. Which VC are you in, Sean? Not a roast. Go ahead, Taylor.
I think he's in the Blue Hedgehog hangout. Okay.
Yeah, we'll join him after I get done wrapping up.
Doing picks and then we'll do the final show.
Oh yeah, I'll try to get the. I'm actually getting. Okay, you're in the. Yep, he is in the Blue Hedgehog hangout. Okay. I will also release the driver list when I get a chance for the special event for Great Lakes.
Let me know. For my driver to win, I gotta take another one of my boys. I'm picking the defending champion in that number 9 Napa Camaro, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott. Why Chase Elliott went to the course again?
Wait. Wait, is Taylor gonna go get a tattoo for Maddie that says Martin Truex Jr.?
Okay, that one. You got it. My turn.
Alright, Ormy, your turn.
My driver win at Ohio. I'm gonna say AJ Allmendinger.
The Dinger! Wow! That is no surprise.
Yeah, because Allmendinger is awesome at road courses.
Stay away from.
Stay away from. I'm gonna say driver stay away from Daniel Hemrick.
Saw that one coming.
Yeah. Disney. Josh Berry.
Ooh. And Sonoma.
Sonoma. Driving to win at Sonoma. Since I could not pick Chase Elliott, that'll be getting me on the board. So I'm gonna pick someone else who's good at wood courses. I'm gonna say driver to win. I'm gonna give me Kevin Harvick.
Ooh.
Driver stay away from.
That will please Teal.
Driver stay away from. I'm gonna say. It's tough, man.
Yes, it is tough. No, and
I'm gonna pick more tough. The driver. Chase Briscoe.
oh. Yeah, we don't know what to expect from Chase Briscoe at a track like this, but we'll see.
Dark horse. I'm gonna take someone who's gonna have a spicy finish, and that is gonna be Anthony Alfredo.
And now Cody's like, bruh!
That's what I war say. Cody Smart.
Cody Smart's next.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right, y'all.
Well, Taylor's gonna be like, okay, in a minute. Yeah, Taylor's gonna get triggered in a minute because Taylor stole some of my picks. Oh, driving to win for middle height. Okay, let me actually take a look at what happened at Coda because Coda kind of made a couple of things pretty accurate here. So, in terms of the last couple of races, that has really been like the show for Joe Gibbs Racing, specifically the number 54 was a concern. Yeah. This one at Coda and Ty Gibbs won at Charlotte. Even though Ty Gibbs was lucky as you know what.
And also Ty Gibbs won at the Daytona Road Course as well.
Yep. Yeah, not gonna lie. If Austin Cindric is really starting to slow down in the Xfinity Series, that kind of makes him look pretty awkward.
But knowing this is Mid-Ohio, I can understand why he failed to win at either Daytona or in Coda. I get that. But here's the problem, though. Here's a little problem with Austin Cindric as of late. I have a feeling that the car that they have buttoned there as, let's face it, a little underperforming in relation to where he probably should be. And that really brings in the fear for the near future for Team Penske. So, knowing that Austin Cindric is in a bit of a down spiral right now, makes me want to pick somebody else.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
He has 3 wins of the season, though.
Yeah, he can afford a bad day if he wants. I mean, he's got enough gap to have a bad day.
Enough gap. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, this isn't the usual Austin Cindric we see in the Xfinity series.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie.
Imagine what he would be like in the Cup Series next year, this time next year.
Oh, God, I don't want to know. He'll probably suck next year. Look at Chase Briscoe. Anyway.
But we'll cut them slack because they're rookies, so.
Yeah, Mid-Ohio, very stuck right now. So I'm thinking, like, if I pick Austin Cindric again, is he really going to underperform for the umpteenth time and Joe gives racing wins again? Because the last couple of times I picked Cindric to win, he didn't win. Let's get that right. So, with that being said, I'm actually considering, I don't know what I want to do. This is the trickiest driver to win I've had all season. Because it's between somebody who is usually good at road courses but has been lowering his morale lately, and somebody who is way too OP for his own good. You know what? When you need to take a gamble, you need to take a gamble. And I'm taking a gamble. Picking Ty Gibbs to win yet another road course. Ty Gibbs.
Driver, stay away from him.
Yeah. Okay, time to look at the results. Because let's be fair, I never pick who to stay away from until I see the results of the previous races. Let's see, who can't we get away with this time? Can't get away with the 26, the 5, the 66, the 16, the 8, the 39, the 15, the 44, and Daniel Emmerich. Oh, wow. I didn't expect Daniel Emmerich to be too easy for stay away from this week. That's a shocker. Okay, alright, and then those that are within the possible danger zone to possibly be too easy. Okay, let me do some math. Alright, so we got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27. Okay, that's 9, so then that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna go check if the 76, the 1, the 02, the 2, or the 9 would be too easy for stay away from. Let me check Coda real quick. I think some of them finished very well, which would discount them. Yep, the 1 is the 02. I don't think I saw the 76 in the race. I think they DNQ'd. Yeah, so it's probably safe for me to not pick them. Noah Gregson did not finish well at Coda. Okay, now I need to check it though, because I need to check Noah Gregson in particular. Where did you finish? 15th, okay, he's clear. Alright.
Cody is taking a Wait. Okay, question to somebody in the chat. Cody's taking a long... Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was a dirt, but never mind. Okay, continue.
Oh, this is a little interesting. at the Charlotte Oval, guess who finished P number 13? The number 6 car from JD Motorsports.
Oh no, I think we know who that will be.
Get a little interesting.
Yeah, that was Brian Vargas.
Yeah, but the question is Vargas on the entry list?
He's in the number 4.
Oh god.
Okay, I think I have a good idea what we're going to pick for a driver to stay away from this week at this case. I'm going to pick Ryan Vargas as driver to stay away from.
Brian Vargas.
And now, Dark Horse.
Good results. Alright. Time to go check the list again.
Oh, good lord.
Alright. Did not finish well here. That could be a good dark horse. Okay, I don't know about why it's not. Oh, I know a pretty good dark horse here. He ran very well at Coda, and he didn't do all too well at Charlotte. I'm gonna pick Justin Haley as the dark horse.
Oh, that would please the Taylor.
Yes, that will.
And now Sonoma.
Sonoma, driver to win. Oh.
I'm getting hungry.
And my head is set the 5-letter word.
That would have been funny if you would have said the 5-letter word. And yes, Taylor, please start counting. If somebody says, oh, 5-letter word, start counting that for the 5-letter word, Taylor.
That would technically be a point, but okay.
Five-letter word. 5-letter word. Yeah, I said 5-letter word.
Okay,
Alright.
who's driver to win?
Driver to win Sonoma. Well, this is going to trigger the Taylor. Because the reason why I say this is going to trigger the Taylor, because he stole one of my picks, and it was the Cup winner. So that's why I'm going to pick Chase Elliott as driver to win, because I was going to pick him in the first place.
Driver stay away from.
Okay, Cody's still your driver to win, Taylor.
Be fair, I was going to pick him anyway. Driver to stay away from. But I don't know who I'm going to pick as driver to stay away from. But I do know this. As a Keselowski fan, I have seen and watched his performances be very disappointing at the track. Best finish I can see from Keselowski probably wasn't even a top 10, I don't think. Oh, that's an alley question if you ask me. Hold on, let me take a look at the stats while you're...
Glad you're not doing the pit stop show today. Well, that's a good thing.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Brad Keselowski, best finish. Okay, yeah, still bad game, boy. Quite dumping over there. Oh, Cody, I can Sonoma. Okay. Still bad, go! It's luck. I saw the left base crash. Next, Google, accepted. Keselowski.
Okay, so best finish for Keselowski. If I look at companies, S-O-N. That's Sonoma. Let's see, best finish at Sonoma. 35th in 2010, 2011, 10, 12, 20. So, Cody, his best finish at Sonoma was a third place finish in 2017.
Pretty soon I'm going to have to get my phone charged because my battery's starting to run low, just letting you all know. So, anyway.
His worst finish was a 35th in 2010.
Wow. Yeah, because if I could do a couple of NASCAR
A couple of, okay, Cody Smart 2021.
you're not gonna put down the clock chat either.
Do it. Couple Okay.
Okay, that's a dirt point for Danny.
No, that is a pretend dirt point, not except if you try anything.
9 point. Guess Taylor might need to do one more investigation before he's out of the White House.
Edward David Gene Heller, not except if you try anything. And by the way, hi, David.
What does David do?
He just said the N-word about Subscion.
Of course he did.
Oh, wonderful. I might go ahead and probably do picks if we don't hurry this up. So, just FYI.
Stay away from. Maybe it'll help if I took a look at the results from CODA.
Cody. Okay.
Okay, that's a 5 for David. Oh, so doing that again. That's a 5 David. That's a David. To me.
Courtney Lynn is swimming with her friends, not except if you try anything.
Okay, so for stay away from. Okay, well, first off, it probably makes sense for me to see who I can't pick for stay away from. Okay, well, it looks like I can't pick either of Chip Ganassi racing drivers.
Okay, I might go ahead and cut the chase and get straight to my predictions for myself, because this is going to take too long. For Xfinity, driver to win. You had to fart while I was taking for driver to win.
Sorry.
Guess what you just did? You just did that on my stream. Nice job.
I know. Sorry.
Driver to win. I'm taking Justin Allgaier for driver to win.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew it was going to take too long.
Okay, yep, I already counted 10. Alright, I already counted 10. I believe it's going to be.
Drivers stay away from. In my opinion, this is really one of those predictions that makes me gonna go, bah. I don't know about you guys, but I really think it's going to be one of those predictions that makes me say, yeah, I think it's going to be. Anyway, I'm gonna say Jeb Burton as the driver to stay away from.
I don't know.
Dark Horse, I feel like to me this is one of those predictions that says, take your best shot. I'm taking Myatt Snyder as Dark Horse. Because I know Cody's taking too long and I need to charge my phone, so. For Cup, I'm going to go ahead and get to my Cup picks before we get back to Cody's predictions. So, anyway. For Cup, I think to me, when you talk about Sonoma, you talk about one thing and one thing only. Sonoma can be one of those races that says, here's a surprise winner, take it by the heart. I'm going to take my Okie boy from Norman, Oklahoma, Christopher Bell, as driver to win. Because he won another road course race, the Daytona Road Course. He could surprise you all. Drivers stay away from. I think to me, this is one of those predictions that says, I don't know if I'm going to take the risk or not. I'm going to stay away from. Dark Horse, I want to say, go for what you say. I'm going to go Alex Bowman as Dark Horse.
Good. How about yours? Ready for practice tonight?
Course over here. This guy almost got his first career win here the last time we went to Sonoma. Last time I went to Sonoma, he almost got his first career win. I mean, look at the guy. He's never won in his entire life.
Did last Tuesday with your last one?
Wait, who's your stay away from, Cody?
Corey LaJoy.
Okay.
My Dark Horse. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take another risk on this one. Only because he did very well in 2019 when he went to Sonoma. I'm going to pick Matty D as the Dark Horse. Look, the guy's had a rotten past few weeks, but the last time we went to Sonoma, I believe he came in P number 3.
You're hot.
Or at least he was running in the front for a while, I think.
So, I did the predictions. So, So for the panelists who didn't know, I muted myself to do my predictions. So, nice job by me. So, to recap for my little predictions, since I muted myself, Justin Allgaier, driver to win.
Justin Allgaier for Mid-Ohio.
I took, Jeb Burton as driver to stay away from. Jeb Burton, I don't think, is going to be a good road course ringer, if you ask me. Oh, I've seen 101 Dalmatian. Hey, Cruella's already on there. I wonder if, hold on. I wonder if my, DreamWorks movie is going to be on there. I would like to watch that this weekend. Myatt Snyder I took for Dark Horse.
Myatt Snyder.
And then Cup, okay. Taylor's going to be shocked who I took.
Oh, yeah, Twister.
I took my driver, I took my boy, Christopher Bell. Yes, I had to do it because why not?
Son of a...
Stay away from.
Unfortunately, you know, Ryan Newman has not been doing good lately, and unfortunately, I'm picking him as stay away from. Wait till you see who I took for Dark Horse. This might catch a few people by surprise. Alex Bowman is going to do well this weekend. That's why he's going to be the Dark Horse.
Honestly, not surprising because he's Hendrick, and they love his
Okay! Cody! Not accepted! GG. Hey.
Oh, he went to go grab a chair out.
Oh my god, did you have to say that on my live stream, Daryl?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what happens when you yeah, that's what happens when you're trying to show off your girl and unfortunately it went the wrong way, Daryl. GG. Anyway. How? You're a cow. We didn't call you grandma, you darping grandma. Anyway. Alright, final thoughts.
This weekend's gonna be fun. I cannot wait for NASCAR to be back at Sonoma.
Zachary Taylor.
Hey, don't forget, we're going to Bel Air for
Yep.
IndyCar. Well, it's gonna be great to go back to Sonoma, and Sonoma, they're wild and crazy, so I think we're going for a pretty wild
Yeah. Anyway. What about you, Cody?
Because I don't know except he's got to put in the car and he did.
I'm trying to tell one of my roommates not to get me copyrighted because you're about to get me copyrighted and then I'm about to get angry. Yeah, that's not going to be pleasant. Are you getting ready to watch another movie? Yeah, because I really don't need to be copyrighted with that song going on in the background, so... Anyway. For me, I think this is going to be a interesting race, and I think to me that's something... Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, because I don't want to be copyrighted, and I already been through enough copyright as it is. To me, I think this is going to be a very good race. We're going to see some interesting strategies, because you get to run the race backwards, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Let's take a look at this week's upcoming events, brought to you by Kim K Coach Lines, the official motor coach carrier of the PCSRA. I believe this for... I haven't heard the schedule, but, I heard the, as I was saying, I heard that the Indy 100 that was supposed to be up this past week really did. Anyway, the Indy 100 that was supposed to be up this weekend, I believe, was canceled, is what I heard. So I'm not sure if there's going to be. I do not know if we have any videos coming up from Elijah's end as far as if it's going to be made up or not. So I believe the pit stop show is going to be this Friday. I haven't heard, but we'll have to wait and see as far as that is concerned. So yeah, that's a look at this week's upcoming events, brought to you by Kim K Coach Lines, the official motor coach carrier of the PCSRA. For more information and details, visit kimkcoach.com. As far as looking at this week's upcoming PCSRA awesome events, this Thursday is the Overwatch League podcast. I will be recording it tonight, and it will be up on Thursday. Our coverage will begin at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time, so hope you'll join us for that. If not, you'll see the replay at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA awesome events, brought to you by Subway Fresh, proud sponsor of Foley Bunker, the number 84 team. So, yeah. I'm gonna go because my phone's about to die, and I'll be back later. So far. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office